Esteemed guests and colleagues, my warmest greetings to all of you. It's wonderful to see the energy in the room, and it's my great honor to introduce the 2025 Yidan Prize for Education Development Laureate, Mamadou Amadou Ly, and the work of the team at Associates in Research and Education for Development, ARED, based in Senegal. Globally, over 250 million learners cannot access education in the language that they know best. The areas where they live are the areas where we see consistently poor levels of educational attainment. This is an issue that many of you in Hong Kong can relate to. I want to take your minds back to those first days of sitting in a classroom. I'm sure some of you remember watching that adult figure in the front of the class talking to you in a language that you did not understand. Already you were disoriented, leaving home perhaps for the first time, and you were just wondering, what is this all about? Paying attention to that stream of unintelligible sounds is a barrier that many children fail to overcome. They hit the wall and they bounce away, contributing to high dropout rates and low literacy levels, with real consequences for economic growth and sustainable development. West Africa is a region rich in language and cultural diversity. I happen to be a West African, so I should know. Yet many schools only teach in a language many students don't speak when they arrive at school, a language which their parents don't understand, and a language which they don't regularly hear in their environment, a language foreign to their community and culture. Mamadou Amadou Ly's leadership is helping to eliminate this major barrier by aligning classroom experience with linguistic and cultural relevance. ARED interventions encourage active participatory learning, and children acquire foundational skills in their own languages. In Senegal, students start learning in a familiar national language. Then French is introduced, and they go on to learn in both languages. These programs are co-constructed with community members, national specialists, educators, and linguists, making sure that content is engaging and culturally adaptable. In this way, the team develops, scales, and refines cost-effective bilingual education models for mainstream schools, remedial programs, and adult learners. The impact on learning outcomes has been simply phenomenal. Swift and remarkable. The Nduwane Success for All Accelerated Learning Program is just one example. This remediation program for struggling second and third grade students at risk of dropping out takes place both in and after school. In a single year, students improved their reading by almost twice as much in letter recognition, double in syllable reading, and more than double in word reading. These kind of results are rare. It shows the power of equitable and linguistically inclusive systems. The results have been echoed in studies that have been showing consistently across the globe the effectiveness of multilingual education. Many demonstrate an impressive return on investment. I want you to think of the billions that we invest in education and the fact that we are all gathered here still worried about how we can achieve our goals in this area. Here is an intervention that has proved to work. So we look at some of the factors that have helped this to be such a success. In my personal view, part of it is the over 30 years of investment in learning what works, what doesn't work, and refining the methodology. So congratulations, Mamadou Amadouli, you have held the course. Some of it is also the fact that ARED is very strong on partnerships, and its partnership with the Ministry of Education in Senegal has grown consistently from a pilot in 2008 to where we are today, 2025. That's a considerable number of years, where it is now playing a strong supporting role in national education reforms and the integration and use of national languages in the curriculum as part of the national education policy. This work contributes to documented improvements in foundational literacy and mathematics in Senegal. ARED models and learning materials are now being used in schools in the Gambia and in Mauritania. The potential for scale is immense, as materials are openly licensed, which means that they can be adapted, reused, shared, and are available to everyone. We have a number of situations around the world where educational systems are being challenged by the level of multilingualism in the environment. So the fact that we can draw on the experience of ARED to shortcut new approaches is truly significant. The team has adopted a collaborative listening approach in this willingness to share the knowledge gained by ARED interventions. And this has contributed to Monsieur Lee's influence as the leader. It is demonstrated in his and his team's close collaborations with governments, NGOs, IGOs, linguists, teachers, and community members. Mamadou Amadou Lee. Thank you for reminding us of the importance of harnessing local expertise to deliver sustainable change within our communities by giving every child and every adult the opportunity to learn in the language with which they are most familiar. You and the ARED team offer us a powerful and adaptable model. Ya Jogoro Jam. That was congratulations in his language, Pula. A language which I must admit has always been very difficult for me, but Yagoro Jam. It is also a prayer that you continue your work. I am truly privileged to congratulate you on becoming the 2025 Yidan Prize for Education Development Laureate. Thank you all.